but I just want you guys to record your journeys. Don't let this just sit in your room. But I pray that even tonight you can have your friends sign this book, sign the very first page. Guys, go up to them tonight and just write something in their journal. Just tell them a story. Give them encouragement so that many days from now they can open up this journal and they can read what you wrote about them. And I'm challenging you guys just to be a journaler. Journal your life. If you already have a journal, then let this be the next one that you start. And let them write in it. I want to write in it tonight. But I pray over you guys. I believe in you guys. So let this be something that's powerful for you. So now I'm going to give you the mic. And whatever's on your heart, just one at a time, just share it with them and let them be challenged by what you have to say. So Jeremy, we start with you.
Yeah, Jeremy! Yeah, Jeremy!
Hey guys, my name is Jeremy, and closer? Yeah. All right. As I was thinking through my years in middle school and high school, all I could think about was the inevitable pressure you guys are going to face. Whether it's the way you act, the way you look, your popularity, your acceptance, it's just hard to fit to this world standards. And I just want to encourage you that these world standards are so messed up. We're living in a world that's not for God, and you just have to know that wherever you're searching for, whatever you're searching for, it's all found in the cross. When Jesus said it was finished, he meant the search is finished. Everything you want, everything you want to find, it's all found in him and his love. So I just encourage you to keep pursuing him in whatever you do, and just be bold in your faith, be a light for Christ, and just have people notice a difference in you, that you're living your life for Christ. And I just want to encourage you, and I'm always here if you have any prayer requests, and I'm going to miss you guys, and I'll be praying for you, and I hopefully see you around.
Hello. Hi. All right, everybody. I have a somewhat long speech. I want to start off by saying Pastor Mike has some amazing words. You got to really take that to heart. It makes me feel better when he speaks. Another thing I have to say is that I haven't even met all of you. I don't even know all of you, but I have love for all of you, and it's real. I want to get into my story. I'm going to teach you guys a lesson. All right. So this is kind of personal, but now I'm cool with it. I want to talk about a fear that I had to overcome. All right, so guys, I rap, but I'm not a rapper. All right, this is how it started. I've been rapping for about a year. You know, I do my thing, but there was a time where I was very shy and I had a lot of insecurities, and therefore I never went public. But just about like a month ago, I had someone in my life who encouraged me. Come on, man, you're gonna regret if you don't do this. The talent show's coming up. So I'm like, I know I got the bars, bro. It's just, can I get up on stage? All right, so I wrote that rap. I was like, there's no going back. I have to do this. And I was so scared, believe me. So the first step was auditions, right? I was so nervous. I was rehearsing all day. I forgot my lyrics every single time I practiced. So I was like, I am screwed. So after school, it's auditions. I finally get it right when I'm practicing at lunch. I finally get it right one time. I'm like, I'm done practicing. I'm not going to jinx it. So auditions come. I'm chilling. I'm just waiting for my name to be called. And then when I get up on that stage in the LGI, it just flowed out of me. And I want to remind you guys that I didn't even come here at the time. My faith wasn't really in God. I put this all on myself. But the truth is, God was watching me the entire time. So anyways, I did my thing at auditions. That really was the hardest part. It just came out of me. It felt great. I felt ready. I felt confident for the next step. So now comes rehearsals. And I did that just as well. And the final step, it was the talent show. And this is what everyone paid their $5 to come see. I was going to be on camera. I had to come through. So I did my thing. It felt amazing. And basically, the lesson that I want you guys to deduct from that is you can take whatever you want from it, but really what I want to say is that I thought it was going to be impossible, absolutely impossible, to get up on stage and rap like that in front of all my peers. I thought it was going to be impossible, but when you do things in baby steps, you'll realize that it is possible. And now that I have a faith in God, that makes things 100% easier. So I want to encourage all of you to do the impossible.
I'm Christy, and the biggest piece of advice I can give all of you tonight is let go and let God. It's been something that I've learned over my middle school and high school years through all the chaos I've been through, that when you really give things to God, when you surrender it all, He comes through and He just does amazing things. And I know this time of year, finals and regencies are probably on your mind. And what I can say about that is you can only do the natural, but God will do the supernatural. So you can study, you can go to review sessions, you can do your homework, but as long as you trust God, He'll come through and He'll do the supernatural.
Amen.
I just want to encourage you guys to trust in God's timing. You hear it probably all the time. You've heard Pastor Mike say it, you've heard Pastor Zarlingo say it, you hear everyone say it, but you have to trust in His timing. When you think you want to do something and you don't know what it is, like whether or not you should do it, say, God, what do you want me to do? Like, I know getting ready for Oregon, I didn't know if I was going to Oregon or Haiti. And up until the day that everything was due, I hadn't made up my mind. And I had been telling God for like 2 months, God, what do you want me to do? This is in your hands. I trust you. Your timing, your timing, your timing. And it really wasn't His timing, because at 5:30 before youth group, God kind of revealed to me that I was going to Oregon. And I could have made that decision on my own, but I didn't. I waited for His timing to come through. And it's an important thing for us to do. We have to know that He knows the natural time of things when we need to have things done in this world. And He'll give you your answer as long as you patiently wait on Him and you wait to see what He does, and you're attentive and you truly, truly mean it when you say, God, show me what you want me to do. Hello. Well, I think that something that really is important and helped me throughout high school and junior high is to build relationships with people that believe the same as you and that are always there for you. Like here, in school, we have friends, but they'll be there for you, but then they won't be there for you, and they pick and choose, and they're just not steady all the time. And I think that when I started coming here, that totally changed everything, because I started building relationships with people that are just awesome. You guys are awesome. And I think that it's also important to have a leader or a mentor or someone in your life here that you can go to whenever you need anything, whenever you're feeling upset or you're feeling happy or you're feeling confused or scared, anything that you're feeling at all, that you can go talk to them and just be completely honest with. Because if you don't have that person, yeah, of course you have God, but I feel like you need that person that's there to actually embrace you and actually talk to you face to face and give you advice, because that's older than you, that has been through it all and been through things that you might be going through. And so I just think that you should have a mentor, and that will really help.
Hey, what's up? I'm Gia. Alright, so last Friday was my last day of school, and I didn't expect it, but I was mad nostalgic and everything. And I was just like, what the heck happened? I spent my whole junior high and high school waiting to graduate, hoping to graduate, and just waiting for my life to start. And then when my life is actually starting, I look back and I was like, how come I didn't live back then? Those were some good times, but I didn't even get to enjoy them. So I guess I would just encourage you to start living your life right now instead of waiting for it to start. Because if you wait for it to start, it never actually starts. So, yeah.
You can stand up, Crusade.
Hey guys. You've all heard a lot of great stuff here, and me personally, what I want to share with you guys is there are many times in your life we're going to feel like distant from God, or sometimes you might feel like you've messed up too much. And I wanted to share with you guys personally that in those moments to never forget that it's not about you, but it's about the person who loved you first. And for me, when I come up here or when I worship, sometimes for me it was always difficult because I felt ashamed, or the simple fact that something was wrong in my life that I felt, how could God look at me now when I'm sitting there, and I felt like a hypocrite sometimes. But then I always remembered that it's not about me, but it's about God. And that's, we hear that a lot, and there's a lot of Christian cliches you may hear, but it's actually very true. And in the fact where it's no longer your life when you give it to God, it's all His. In the Old Testament, we had to give our tithes, and there are certain things we had to do, certain prerequisites for salvation. But in the New Testament, when He asked the rich man, He asked, what should I do? He's like, give everything. And all of our lives are His, So in those moments, I realized that I realized that it's all about giving my life to Him. So when I come up here, when you guys have seen me and I worship, it's me giving to God all those things that I feel. That shame, I give to Him. And I come up here so He can see that in the connection between Him, I want people to know that I'm here because I love Him. And that's something that I want to share with you guys, that if you ever feel in your heart that there's something off, or there's a certain shame, that you don't be afraid to bring it up to God, because He loves you. And He loves all of us. And in that, it's an amazing connection that we have been given and been allowed to have with such an almighty Creator. And I'm just encouraging all of you guys that in everything you do, and everything you say, remember that you're representing somebody now. So I don't know if I'm ever going to see any of you guys again. I hope to come back sometime.
All right, so this is the journey now for our seniors. As they graduate, they're going to be welcome to be part of all of our summer activities, but they'll be back here as graduates. Some of them are going to our mission trip. And then at some point in the very near future, they'll receive communication from Pastor Stephen and myself to invite them out to a special event. And that'll be their transition to be welcomed right into the young adult ministry. But I know some of you will even give back and come back into the student life here and maybe become a youth leader or what have you.
Yeah.
But we honor you tonight, and we believe in you. Keep your heart close to God. And the way that we're going to just confirm that and just have a opportunity for you to receive the words that they spoke to you, in order for you to receive the words that you received today from God's Word, let's just end it in worship. This was something that the seniors required us to do tonight. They said, you will have an extended time of worship for this night to happen. Okay, we can't argue with that. So, seniors, I invite you guys to go back to your seats unless you're on the worship team. And we're going to end together by worshiping God with you. So I encourage all of us here, this is not a moment to check out, but this is a moment to solidify all of these wonderful words that they spoke. God's Word that says He has a great plan for our lives, a future and a hope. God's Word that says go into all